If you're new here, my name is Louise. Second time doing this, I won't rant this time. So my channel is a haul every Saturday. I do a live every Sunday. I talk a lot. My brain goes dead, as it just did a lot. Sometimes I struggle to find the right words. But if you're okay with all that, hopefully you're going to like today's haul. So there is a subscribe button. I'm all over the place today, as you can tell. Subscribe if you fancy watching more. If you enjoyed today's video, there's a like button, there's comment section, all the good stuff. So I'll get it. Haul. I work on a £60 budget. Wow. That was unexpected. I work on a £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. I only spent $44.79 this week. A lot lower than usual. I just topped up with the things that we run out of. I've got a lot of things left over from last week. I have mentioned before, I thought this was obvious, but maybe it's not, because I had a comment last week, but I've also been watching some hauls, and comments have been coming up very similar to mine, so I thought it was obvious. I do have a freezer full of food. I have a cupboard full of food. I have a fridge full of stuff that hasn't gone off from last week, or even there's still things in there from the week before that's good. So the food I buy in my haul this week, I add to other things to make meals. I thought that was obvious. I thought everybody did it, but apparently they don't, and that's just going from my comments and other people's comments. So I just thought I would get it out there. I usually have ideas behind a lot of the foods. If I do, I'll just mention it. There's lots of times when I might have a food meal idea, and 9 times out of 10 doesn't mean it's going to be made that week. Sometimes it doesn't get made at all, so then I'll have to find other meals for those ingredients, or if I can freeze them, I'll freeze them, that type of thing. Just wanted to get that out, so people understand that this is just topping up with other things. So you know, I haven't got much fresh this week. I had half a work surface of fresh stuff last week, but a lot of it I don't need to replace, so I'm not going to. I will never do a haul that is what people expect me to purchase. I'm going to do a haul of things that we purchase and use. So just so you know, this is authentic stuff. This is not BS for social media. I just won't be that person. I'm never going to be that person. So yeah, what is it, $44.79. I will give you prices of all the items as we go along. You will get a different total to me. There's a van outside. I just keep seeing somebody moving. I thought they were looking through the window, but they're not. Put me off. Oh, it's so hard to stay on track, isn't it? So yeah, if you add up the total, you'll get a different total, and that's because I always donate 3 items to the food bank. There's always 3 sanitary products of different absorbencies. It's just evolved like that, but I always put it straight into the trolley at the food bank, because if I bring it back I'll just forget to take it. I mean, it's hard enough keeping a thought in my head, let alone adding jobs to myself. The shop was fine, everything was in stock as it should be. There's no like particular shortages on anything. Yeah, so let's get on with the haul. Okay, usual suspect, always here. Cucumber 89p as usual. This will be for my not apple cider, white wine vinegar and garlic salt, which I just realised I'm really low on the white wine vinegar, so it's lucky that we've still got some shopping money to go. I will have to get it because I've got such a tiny, I did that thing, you know, you leave such a small amount in the bottle. Why would you do that? Like, it's no good for nothing. I've done that, and I've just realised I didn't put it on my shopping list. If it doesn't hit my shopping list, I'm going to forget it. So I will have to purchase some white wine vinegar, pretend there was some here. And yeah, I always make a batch of that up with my cucumber. I wanted to get berries. They're so expensive. They're ridiculous expensive. And berries tend to not last that long either. So, you know, unless I know that I've got a particular food that I want to eat for immediately, then I normally wouldn't pay full price unless it's a good deal. Most of them aren't right now. But I actually found this in the reduced section, down to 86p. It's got today's date on it. It says it was $1.95 before, but honestly, looking at them, they look just the same as any of the other strawberries of any other dates, so I think they're going to be fine, and that was a really good price for that. I got some Dairy triangles. I'm absolutely out. I don't usually run out of triangles when I get low. I usually pick them up, but I just haven't for the past few weeks. I forgot. I got the 16 pack. They weren't on deal and they were $2.95. usually wait out for reduced ones, like for when they're on a reduced price, or a better price should I say, and Dairy Lee usually goes on it quite a lot, but because I wasn't paying attention and I've actually run out, I just paid full price for them. Everything's moved. It always throws me out. 2 cherry cokes. Corey asked for cherry coke this week. That's my son. £2.49 a bottle. It's exactly the same size and everything. It's just a different flavoured one. Okay, where are we? Barbecue sauce. He didn't put it on the list, but you know, I've mentioned before, my son's a saucy person. Barbecue sauce is like, I guess, his favourite out of all of them. This is a pretty decent one. It's Asda. It's £1.20. I could get it cheaper in Aldi. I feel like I do need to do an Aldi run soon to get a stock up on the things like this that I know I can get cheaper. But it's not feasible for me to get there so easily. So yeah, I just picked one up in case he's about to run out. I don't know what the situation is on sauces. I don't pay attention because I don't eat them so much. I got another tin of the chopped tomatoes. I said I was going to. Actually got the ones that weren't chopped, the plum tomatoes that are not chopped last week, but I've got the chopped ones this week, so that can be good. That will go in like a recipe, like a, you know, a stew or a curry or a bolognese or something. The chopped ones work out better that, and they're the same price, so 47p for that. My favourite coffee, I think I've got 1 or 2 boxes left, but I don't ever want to run out, and they do go through phases where they don't have this one in for a while, so I just picked another one up. 90p for 10 sachets. This is the salted caramel one. This is like my treat coffee. I take this to work in the morning. It gets me through the shift. Where should we go? I'm trying not to forget anything. 2 tins of tuna this week. I should have got more. I just don't tend to buy tuna in bulk that often, but I have used about 3 or 4 tins this week. So yeah, I don't like to get low on my stock of tuna. I don't know why. They just sit on the bottom shelf and they go to the shelf above, and I just like it there. It makes this my happy place. You know, we will have these weird things. 55p a can. These are really nice. They are the cheap, cheerful ones, but they do the job, and I've never had any issues with them. Completely out of pickles, which is very strange. I don't tend to run out. It took me a while to figure out, because there's 2 types of vinegar in this one. You can, like, the same pickled onion size, but you can get the whiter vinegar and then the darker vinegar. But I decided to go with the darker one. I was with the whiter one before. They're both so good. £1.60 is a large jar, so it does last a while as well. And I'm the only one who eats pickles, so I'm good. I don't have to hide anything. Let's go over here so we don't forget. Okay, pot noodles. The smaller ones are 68p at the moment, which is actually a really good price. I did buy pot noodles for Corey quite a while ago. He's not a pot noodle person, but he did ask for meaty flavoured ones. I ate one of them that I bought for him, but the other one was a sticky rib. He actually had that this week, I think. It's been a few weeks since I bought them. And he liked it. He asked for another one, so I picked him the sticky rib up. I remember when he'd mentioned it before, he said a meaty flavour, and I saw this one, which they didn't have before, a doner kebab flavour. I don't know whether it'd be something he likes, but these all sit in the cupboard, and at some point he'll put it on the side with his meal, as part of his meal. Yeah, these all just sit in there for a long time anyway. 68p, good price, providing I stay away from them. Chocolate biscuits, these are the Asda own ones, 85p, and they're really, really nice. I prefer these ones to the Aldi ones, and it's a texture thing, only a texture thing with these. I got oat crumbles, haven't bought these for a long time. These are 77p. I absolutely love them. I still don't think Corey's ever tried them. After all this time, I don't think he's ever tried them still. But yeah, I really, really like those. I bought this one before, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. This is the Gym Kitchen. £1.40 something. What was it? Yes, £1.43 for this one. They have 2. They have a peri one and this barbecue lentils. So it's like a full meal, but I was thinking that would go quite nice and wrapped with some salad or something like that. I don't know. Maybe Corey will try it. I'm not sure. I just thought it's a good price, and it's a meal, you know. It's a quick, easy, shove something in the microwave and make something quick with it. I just thought it'd be a nice thing just to sit in the cupboard. I did pick the rice up. Corey's been asking for rice meal, so I thought I'd give him the option of just having some rice in there, and he can just add it to something different rather than have to have the ready meal version, because there's only limited editions with the rices. This is 60p. Don't know if he'll do it or not, but the option's there. It'll get used if not anyway. I've got meringue nests. These are the extra special. Now, this is still on a deal, this or better price. They're 50p, what? 50p. £1.50. The Asda's own essential range version is £1.70, I think. So these are actually cheaper, and these are extra special. They have that like chewy bit that you get in the middle. These are really, really good. I just thought they're just nice eating as they are. It's just a lovely texture. I got the nacho cheese again, £1.50 for this. It's really good. If you've not tried it, it's as good as the Doritos in my opinion, but a lot cheaper. Yeah, so I just got one of those to go with Corey's Doritos. Now, I'd run out of gravy and I didn't know. I had to look at the prices. They're ridiculous. So I thought, I don't know if I want to get it or not. I think they're like £4 a tub. And this was in a reduced area section somewhere else. I like this though. It thickens up well. I know how to work with it. This is a turkey one. I don't know if we've ever tried the turkey one. I couldn't honestly say, but it was only 73p. Really? I think it'll work for most of the things we'd want it for anyway, and 73p, as I don't remember if we tried it, it was worth picking it up. It might be amazing and I'll have to go and pick more up whilst they're only 73p, who knows. High strength vitamin D, I ran out, I've only got enough for the end of the week. This is £3 for 180 tablets. This is the high strength one. You know, fibro, vitamin deficiencies is very common with fibro sufferers. And, you know, when you're in England, most people are deficient in D anyway. So, have seen the sun today. It was amazing. Let's hope we keep that one up. But, yeah, this is a standard, have it every day. I was going to do this in some sort of make sense, but we're just going with it. Ready meal. Corey asked for a pasta ready meal, so I picked up the cheese and tomato pasta. As I mentioned, he said the rice meals too. There's not many options. If you want a rice meal, it's either the curry rice, sweet and sour rice. That's pretty much it. But I found the teriyaki and coriander rice. Now, I feel like I possibly bought this for him before. I'm not 100% sure, and I don't know if he liked it or not. So if he doesn't, then it'll get eaten. It's not a big deal. £1.85, but I believe these are on a deal. The £1.85 meals, if you get 4 of them, they're £6. So you're saving a few pennies. Loaf of bread. Standard basic loaf of bread, 75p, does the job. I've got 6 energy drinks again. I guess that's about what he's drinking in a week. That makes no sense. He works 5 days a week, but yeah, we're just going with this for now. 42p. This is the summer fruits one. He prefers the flavour. My son doesn't do coffee or anything, so it gets him through his shift. Again, I pay a bit more for the Baps. £1.20. These are just better. And yeah, I just got some because they're nice. I'm very much into like tuna sandwiches. I thought it might be nice to break it up and have a tuna roll instead. So I was going to make the wellness shots. And for the life of me, I knew I had frozen garlic and turmeric because I bought big bags of them a long time ago and I'd frozen them. So they were there when we want them, and I cannot find the turmeric anywhere. I have a small amount of ginger, but not that much. And I looked at this is 86p. It's cubed ginger, but it is just ginger. I did check the ingredients to make sure there's no added stuff. Otherwise, I would have just gone with fresh again. It's expensive. Ginger is very expensive, buying it fresh. 86p for this is going to last a long time, and with the wellness shots, I'm going to ground it up anyway, so this might actually work out a lot better. I haven't got to peel the ginger and that. I've just got to find some turmeric. They didn't have it in the frozen section. I don't know if anywhere does it frozen. I have no idea, but there was no space where it would have been in the frozen section, and there was none in the fresh section, so I'm going to be on the hunt for turmeric this week. Got the pizza. Corey asked for pepperoni pizza again. They didn't have many options. As you know, we've had this one before. I swear by this. This is my ultimate favourite pizza. I don't eat pizza that often, but this one is so good. It's Chicago Town. Sweet honey barbecue salami with tomato sauce filled crust. And it always comes out that good. This is not just a set-up picture. It always comes out that good. We've not had one yet that hasn't come out that good. So fingers crossed that this one will too. But it's actually on a really good price. A lot of the time I think we get them, I think they go up to £4.50 normally. I don't pay for them when they're full price. It's a ridiculous price for a pizza. But a lot of the time we get them when they're down to £3. It's actually £2.82. So it's been a long time since we've got quite that much of a bargain. So yeah, that'll just sit in the freezer until that's wanted. I actually fancied some of these, sort of really good flavour sticks. They're £1. Just a nice, something different from normal crisps. I like the texture of what do they call these? Snack. I think they just call them snacks normally, don't they? The air puffy type crisps I quite like, and haven't had these for a long time. I got Corey the cheesy Doritos again. They only have these or the chili ones, and Corey's not a chili fan. These are still down on to the £1.34 deal, so yeah, I just got that. That will go with his dip for snacks. And the usual, again, we still don't need it. I have packets that are unopened, but there has been times throughout the year when there's weeks and weeks and they don't have them in. At least I won't have to worry about it. I'll have them there. So that's why I keep buying them. I do like having crisps. It's, you know, it's gonna be in there. £3.60 for 24 bags. There's 6 prawn cocktail, 6 cheese and onions, 6 salt and vinegar, and 6 ready salted. And that was all we needed this week. We didn't need any toiletries or any cleaning products, anything like that. So yeah, that should do us. I think I might have to pop up, like I said, for the vinegar, and if I can find turmeric. But that's it. So I hope you enjoyed today's haul. The prices maybe helped you out with something. So I will be live tomorrow morning at 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. We just come along, we have a chat about all sorts, whatever. There's no set. It's not a particular chat. It's whatever you fancy, whatever's going on in your life. If you need to get something off your chest, if you want to talk about food, we're always up for a food chat. Always. Yeah, pop along. Don't be frightened. We're not scary there. It's always a really nice chat. I will be on at 7 AM, like I said, Greenwich Mean Time. I just say it like that because there's people from all over the world that come into the chat, so it's just so you know exactly which one we're at. Yeah, people will, yeah, it's a lovely chat, and my mind's gone completely blank. There's another van, a different van outside, and I keep hearing clacks, and it's just made my mind go blank. It wouldn't have been anything important. It's a lovely chat tomorrow morning. If you want to pop in, please pop in and have a chat. So I am going now because that's putting me off, and I'm starting to get irritated with my own voice. So I'm sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.